Have you ever had that moment when you realize someone is starting to understand what you were really saying, but it's already too late? You've already stepped back, already found your peace. The hardest part isn't the silence itself, it's watching others come to terms with it when they've taken you for granted. In the world of Stoicism, silence speaks volumes. We've all been there, investing our time, our energy, our emotions, only to find that those around us don't truly appreciate what we bring to the table until we stop giving. And the truth is, sometimes you have to stop for them to listen. Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, believed in taking a step back, finding inner calm, and not letting the noise of others dictate your actions. It's not about holding a grudge or waiting for someone to come crawling back. It's about setting boundaries and honoring your own worth. When you choose silence, it's not out of spite. It's because you realize your peace is non-negotiable. The people who matter will understand, and those who don't, well, their understanding may come too late. But that's okay. This isn't about punishing anyone. It's about putting yourself first and remembering that your emotional energy is precious. You deserve to be heard, respected, and valued. But if you're not getting that, sometimes silence is the most powerful answer you can give. Next time you feel that urge to explain yourself, remember that silence can be louder than words. It's a lesson in strength, self-respect, and mindfulness, a reflection of how far you've come in knowing your worth. Let this resonate for a moment. What's the cost of silence to you? When you embrace silence as a response, it's not about cutting people off or turning cold. It's an invitation for growth, both for you and for the person who has yet to see what you've been trying to show them. In Stoic philosophy, there's a deep understanding that we can't control how others behave, but we can control our own reactions. And sometimes the wisest reaction is no reaction at all. Think about it. When we speak, we often hope others will hear us, truly hear us. But when we stop speaking, when we let our actions speak instead, we give others the space to reflect. Silence isn't just the absence of words, it's a powerful message of self-awareness. It's an opportunity for others to realize that they've been heard in ways they didn't fully understand before. This is where mindfulness kicks in. You don't have to announce your worth or plead for recognition. In silence, you begin to show your value through your presence, your actions, and your energy. Your peace becomes contagious, and that alone teaches the lesson, sometimes without you even saying a word. The beauty of silence is that it doesn't force anyone into anything. It allows them to make their own realizations, to come to terms with their actions, and to grow at their own pace. It's not about revenge. It's about protecting your mental space and allowing others the chance to see things clearly on their own time. When they realize, if they ever do, it will be on their own terms. And when that moment comes, you'll be in the exact place you need to be, at peace, free from the noise, knowing that your silence was always your way of saying goodbye. There's a certain strength in quiet that can't be overlooked. People often mistake silence for weakness or indifference, but in truth it's a demonstration of emotional maturity and self-control. You've learned to live by the Stoic principle of accepting what you can't change and acting on what you can. And sometimes, what you can control is how much of yourself you choose to give away. We've all been there, waiting for someone to change, hoping they'll see what you've been putting out into the world. But Stoicism teaches us that our happiness, our peace, shouldn't hinge on the actions or recognition of others. Instead, we look inward. The moment you realize you don't need the validation, the apology, or even the acknowledgement from others, you unlock an immense sense of freedom. Silence becomes your shield, your armor, and your sanctuary. It's not about cutting someone off in anger. It's about choosing to disengage, to reclaim your time and energy for yourself. Sometimes the greatest gift you can give someone is the opportunity to figure things out for themselves. If they don't appreciate it, it's no longer your responsibility. You've already given what you could. And now, It's time to prioritize your own well-being. In the end, silence becomes the most eloquent goodbye. You don't have to make a dramatic exit or explain why you're stepping back. By simply existing in your peace, you show them exactly where you stand. And if they truly value you, they'll realize it. But if not, then your silence will have already spoken volumes. And that is enough. As you move forward, let go of any lingering need to explain or justify your silence. The truth is, those who are meant to understand will eventually do so. Sometimes it just takes them longer than you'd like. In a world that thrives on constant noise and distraction, choosing silence is a powerful act of resistance. It's a statement that you no longer need to fight for your worth or compete for attention. You already know your value. When we're constantly seeking validation or chasing after those who don't seem to understand us, we lose sight of what really matters, the relationship we have with ourselves. The Stoics remind us that our happiness and peace come from within. It's easy to get caught up in the external, to base our worth on how others treat us. But when you master the art of silence, you create a boundary that protects your inner world. You stop seeking external affirmation and start drawing strength from your own sense of self. In silence, there is no need to prove anything. You simply are. And when others begin to recognize what they've lost, it won't be out of desperation or regret. It will be because they've seen you stand tall in your own peace, and that's a lesson far more valuable than any conversation. Your silence, in the end, is not a punishment to them. It's your way of teaching them how to value the things they once overlooked. It's a lesson in knowing that some people will only realize your worth once you stop giving them the chance to take it for granted. And when that realization strikes, it'll be on their own terms. You've already moved forward stronger, wiser, and free from the need for validation. That in itself is the greatest gift of all. In the end, silence is far more than just an absence of sound. It's a powerful choice, a reflection of self-respect, and a message that speaks louder than any words ever could. When you step back and let go, not out of bitterness, but out of the realization that your peace matters more than anything, you teach those around you a valuable lesson in understanding and valuing what truly matters. You don't need to fight for recognition or plead for people to see your worth. The Stoic wisdom of choosing silence as your goodbye reminds you that you have nothing to prove. Those who are meant to hear you will eventually come around, but it will be on their own time, and that's okay. What matters most is that you've learned to honor your own boundaries and protect your peace. So, next time you find yourself in that space where you want to explain, to defend, or to force an understanding, remember that silence isn't defeat. It's strength. It's your way of saying, I'm enough just as I am, without needing anyone else to validate it. Your silence is your goodbye, your release, and your power all wrapped up in one. And when you let go, you'll find that the most powerful thing you can ever do is let people see your worth by simply letting them realize it too late.